you see all these other podcasters and shit. You know what? What like I don't know what's going on, but anyway, that like I was saying, that bothers me when you see like this 55-year-old man in an
Mm-hmm.
apartment, um, with uh, one one plat, you know,
That's in
throwing
one
up gang
plat.
signs and shit.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, like that's not cool. Um,
Right.
we do it to ourselves. White people don't have to do that. We
True.
do it to ourselves. You know, if I want to see some ignorant shit, all I got to do is go to a fucking website like Scoops or some other shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just seeing niggas just doing nigga shit. How the
Interesting.
fuck did we get on this? How the fuck did we get on the subject? I don't know how we got.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's all good.
I thought we were. I thought we were talking about some colonial, worldwide political. We started talking about motherfuckers on Section 8 in the hood and shit that really don't know no better. They really don't.
Right.
And we penalize them because they don't know any better. And in a sense, that's sad also.
Right. Well, we can get back into the whole politics thing. So let me
Mm-hmm.
get back to the county judge there in Wisconsin, I believe it was. Now, here's my take on that. So far, for the most part, everything Trump has tried to do, nobody has really stood in his way except for the federal judiciary. And so I think it's just a matter of time before they actually attempt to go after federal judges and start trying to lock them up for not enacting their agenda. Because I think, okay, let's go after a local judge and see what happens. And then, if there's no consequences, I think that's what they're going to go after next. They're going to start going after the federal judges. Mark my words on it. Some people may be like, well, no, that's not going to happen, or they can't do that. Listen, a lot of shit's going to happen that you said couldn't happen, and I've been doing some research and just checking some other things out. Anybody who thinks this guy's not going to run for a third term, he's going to do it. And here's how it's going to go down for anybody who thinks, well, the 12th Amendment and the 14th Amendment, et cetera, et cetera. So they're going to, there are enough red states out there where these governors are just going to go ahead and certify, their state's elections regardless of what the Constitution says. Okay, that's a given right there. And so when JFK was assassinated, who when Lyndon B. Johnson became president, who swore him in? It wasn't a Supreme Court justice. It was a federal judge. And so any federal judge can actually swear a president in or a cabinet member in, as far as I know. And so that being the case, all he's going to wind up doing is just finding some compliant federal judge to swear him in, regardless of what the Constitution says. And then, people are talking about constitutional crisis. Oh, then what are you going to do then? What are your thoughts on that?
So, my thoughts on this, John, is this. He showed us what he was.
Mm-hmm.
People still voted for him.
Yep.
He showed us a second time who he was.
Right. And people still
All
voted
these
for him.
crazy plans, 2025, this
Mm-hmm.
project. Guess what? They voted for him. So guess what? I don't give a shit. Because that's what they voted for.
True.
You know what? And guess what? If they didn't want that, more people would have voted what? Against it.
Right.
You
Fair
got
enough.
what you got.
Got what you got, huh?
Live with fucking decision.
Decisions, right.
When I
Yeah,
wanted to
I
go
hear you.
raw dog up in this,
Mm-hmm.
and guess what? I'm pregnant. I gotta live with that fucking decision.
Pregnant was an STD.
Yeah, I live with it.
Right.
You know, live with it, America,
Mm-hmm.
because there's some bad shit that's about to happen.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
So, what are your take on? Also, I think it's just a matter of time before they actually start. Here's what's going to happen with other deportations. They're going to
Oh, we
wind up
next.
deport. Yeah,
We
they're
next,
going to wind
nigga.
up deporting.
All them niggas in California that's
Mhm.
gang banging.
Yeah.
Okay, guess what? You gonna be gang banging for real in El Salvador
And in El
because they're
Salvador,
gonna classify your motherfucking ass as a domestic
the
terrorist.
terrorists.
You
Yeah.
already cut a fucking deal with the El
Mhm.
Salvadorian government, and guess what? Slowly but surely, where Pookie at? Oh shit, I ain't see. Oh, we're right. Oh, gone. Y'all niggas are gone. Keep gang bang. You next. See, the fucking Mexicans and the Venezuelans and any other brown people that aren't classified as American that
Mhm.
live in America, that might have, a green card or, um, some kind of visa status. Guess
Sure.
what? They are the test to see
Right.
what will the American public put up
Put
with.
up with. Right.
Now we know what the American public gonna put up with. And nigga, your ass is next. Trust me. That's why I say, repeat after me.
Repeat after
Every
you.
able-bodied American, black, African American should own a legal firearm.
At least
Because
two.
guess what? They're going to come knocking on your door asking for your freedom papers. And if you ain't got them freedom papers, nigga, you going. 2025 project.
Get all the
Just
darkies out of
saying.
the country. Right.
That's right. Hey, Lincoln wanted to do it. We just didn't have enough money to ship all these niggas out.
Right.
That's why y'all niggas ain't never got that 40 acres of the mule. But every white man, every China man, every Jewish man
And every
that didn't
Japanese
look
man.
like you
Right.
benefited. Got easy loans, easy credit, all that shit. Not you, nigga. Fucking Israel. Oh, I fucked up. Might get banned. Wasn't
We'll
even a
skip that
fucking
one.
country.
Right.
Yeah, wasn't even a fucking country. Israel is dominated by what? White European Jews. It was called Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't think about that shit. We just, fuck that history. Now, guess what, niggas? Trump cutting the funding to the National Museum of Black History. He didn't cut the funding to the Whitney Plantation.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not him. It's his administration. Right? He's just the figurehead.
He's just
So
a
he's gonna
figurehead.
take all the blame. Yeah, he
Right.
gonna take all the blame.
Right.
But who in his administration is actually cutting that shit and advising him on why they're cutting? That's who we need to be looking at.
That's Elon and company.
That motherfucker ain't even a citizen. You know
True.
what about Elon? What is the white population of South Africa?
Well, tonight, it's my turn to buy the drinks.